Hey everybody, it's Dr. Quinn, and I'm going to go over what's happening at the end of week 2 and the beginning of week 3. So today is the last day of week 2, and you'll see here that you've got the activities and grammar assignments that are going to be due this evening. You also have your responses to the 2-3 discussion due. So that is May 31st, our last day of May, and that's what's due this week. You've already done some other assignments like the discussion main post, and that was due on Thursday, and you should already have seen a lot of my feedback to everybody's posts in the discussion. I think I did that on Friday. So let's talk about what's coming up in Module 3. Let's go to it right now, and then as you have questions this week, just reach out and let me know, and I'll go over any of those assignments with you during my office hours. I'm pretty open all week. I will not be traveling. So if we go to Module 3, you're going to see you're doing what's called a summary response paper. So the overview says that the module will guide you through the steps to write this paper. You're going to explain an article that you have to read in your own words. And so you're going to summarize it, and then you're going to respond to it. The reading and the writing will be broken down into smaller steps, so you build skills as you go. Okay? So that's what this first, it's called a reading and response, or a summary and response is another synonym for that. And the article is by Kate Mann, and it's called Why I Use Trigger Warnings, which is something that I think is fairly common in a lot of classes in anthropology, history, and sociology, for example, right? You're going to read the article, you're going to review the article, you're going to take notes, you're going to annotate, and then you're going to discuss it in a discussion board so you can kind of see different perspectives and see how your perspective aligns with others. It doesn't mean you change your mind, but it gives you an opportunity to just sort of do some measurements on that. So let's go back out and let's take a look at some of the other content. Let me actually view this as a student so you can see it in the way on the screen. You see it on my video the way you would normally see it on your screen. So the first link you're going to get is the summary and response paper assignment. So this gives you the overview and lets you know ahead of the building blocks of the assignment what we're tackling as the module progresses. You'll be talking about the main ideas in your own words. Do not use AI for this. AI has just a very sort of inauthentic sound, and it's fairly obvious, right? But you will read this article, and then you will explain your reactions after you summarize it. So these two parts are separate, a summary and then a response. The idea is to gain writing experience, to gain skills in summarization and reflection, and to also learn about the particular topic. And this is something you can carry into, all of your other classes, right? So you'll notice that this assignment has 6 paragraphs, and it's basically set up to introduce the reading, then you explain it in your own words. Body paragraph 2, personal opinion. Body paragraph 3, another main idea you got from it, and then a personal opinion. So you're going to have multiple paragraphs with a summary of a point, and then your opinion separated, then a summary of a point, and then your opinion separated, and then a conclusion. You've got the length, it's 500-600 words. It's about 2 pages of writing, and you'll format it in MLA style. Remember, if you have any quotes on MLA style, all you have to do is reach out and let me know, and these are one of the things that I can really help you with, okay? In addition, I will always telegraph in this class how the assignment is going to be graded. And there's an assignment rubric here. So are you competent, complete, and credible is the first section. Did you follow the assignment guidelines? Are you using standard English? Now, please don't use Grammarly. That's AI. Just use Microsoft Word and Word's grammar and spell checker, which is perfectly fine for our purposes. I am not a super stickler for grammar. We all have our natural idiosyncrasies when we write, so I'm looking to see that, so I can give you advice on that. That lets me know that a human wrote this, but of course run your spell checker, right? Unity. Does your paper have a central purpose, a thesis or a claim? Central purpose is fine for this. You focus on summarizing and responding in the right paragraphs based on the organization. And writing it in a logical manner, again, following the assignment guidelines, right? Do you separate out summary from the response? And then skillful. Do you introduce the content of the paper in the introduction and follow the structure? Do you contain effective transitions? Transitions can be as simple as saying first, second, or the summary of this point is, the response of that point is, like using signal phrases to make that trigger. And then there's a distinctive element to it. If you meet all the competency standards, then you will have an opportunity to get into the superior writing section, which could qualify you for an A on the assignment. Now, if your paper doesn't meet competency standards because you have minor problems with one of the areas, you will earn a grade of a D or an F, and you should schedule a conference with me for sure. Now, that's the assignment overview. As you're building toward it, before it's due, it's not a bad idea to reach out and work with me if you have questions. Okay, so this is a sample of a summary and response paper, so you get a look at a model, and this is just a PDF, but you can click on this and you can open it. You can see the not just the model with the different sort of headers, and you've got the explanation about what's happening in each section, sort of like professor's notes. Okay, so you've also got that right there. The subject of the paper, that the model is done is this one, so you even have an opportunity to see the original. This is not the paper you're doing. We're doing the trigger warnings paper, but this is what you get a chance to look at. So you're going to review in this activity the sample, so students can't say, well, I had no idea, I didn't have a model to work from. Now you've got a model to work from. So let's go back to that. So that's that annotated sample summary. You've got the vocabulary, so talking about the language in the assignment. There's even a little video introduction to the reading right here. And it's only 2 minutes and 40 seconds long. And again, try not to do everything on one day. If you build over time and you start noodling and look at the sample paper on Monday and then you watch the video on Tuesday, you're taking an opportunity to give yourself time to remember what's being worked on here. And I think that's going to be really effective for you. So let me go back. So that's the video. And then you've got an activity worth 0 points, but you get an opportunity that's really low stakes to play around with particular ideas that will help you build a reading and reflection log, right? So some of this is, let's consider it homework, right? And when students at the end of the semester, it's really important, ask me, their grade is an 88.9 and they want an A in the class, and I see that they've done absolutely none of these non-graded assignments, it's not going to happen for them, right? So keep that in mind. So this is homework to build good college skills, and you really want to be doing that work. And I can track whether you are doing that work or not. Okay, and then you've got a discussion with your peers. We've done discussions before, so I'm not going to go back into that again. Now let's go to the syllabus, and you can see what's happening. In Module 3, everything is going to be due this week. Let's see, so what I really want to drill in, that this is graded assignments, discussions, and activities due. So the only things that are graded are 3.8 and 3.9, right? Because you'll notice that this is just reading and understanding week. This isn't actually you're writing the draft yet. That's not coming into view until the following week. So all you're doing is homework and prepping and preparing. So it shouldn't be an overwhelming week, because again, the video is like 2 minutes. There's a discussion board. There's some exercises. There's the reading of the article. There's looking at the student sample. But you know, this is a 6-hour-a-week class. If it was a 15-week, so it's more like a 7 or 8 hour week class. And there's less than 8 hours a week of work that's coming up this week. So that's what we're working on. And even the work in Module 4 is still about this assignment. So keep that in the back of your mind. Again, reach out if you have questions as you look at the sample paper, as you look at the overview of the assignment, as you prepare for finding main ideas in your discussion. And do not hesitate to set up time to work with me. Note, I teach classes Wednesday nights through Zoom. So I am going to be live with my other class, but I have office hours during the day. And if you want to work with me, just send me an email and we'll schedule a time to chat together. I wish you great luck and look forward to seeing your work this upcoming week.